Uh, a few more questions, sir. Just coming out of from the viewer's point of view and from the listener's point of view, how much does graphology have an influence, or what graphology is exactly? I've seen lot many people adding an extra A to their signature, an extra H to their spellings, an extra H to their names, and then changing the signatures. Many people feel that it's just a change of mindset that makes you to a different person than what you are, and that's how the things happen. Many people feel no, there is a scientific basis to it. When you write down your signature, the nerves and your finger points are connected to your brains, and that's how the changes happen. So I would like to know from you directly, sir, ki, how much does this have an influence, and what kind of a science is it? A science, and if yes, what kind of a science is it?
See, all the 26 alphabets, what we have from A to Z, each alphabet has its own stroke of writing and own stroke of meaning. And that is the reason when somebody tries to correct your signature or correct your handwriting or correct your name spelling with an additional letter, it creates a lot of difference into your life. Because everything is correlated. If you have done Vedic astrology, you can correlate with it, and results are there. It's not that results don't happen, results are there. Because most of the times what happens is when people tend to correct your own handwriting or signature, people in the first instant don't open up. They feel, oh, this is something which is we have been doing for years, and now what are you going to do overnight with the correction? But people who have really seriously taken up on handwriting and signature analysis, yes, they have seen the results and they have experienced it, and they are recommending it to different kind of people. Of course, in this, you have to rigorously practice for 51 days, 21 days as per your mentor whenever it is being guided to you. And it is not necessary that people say that you have to change in your official documentations if any spelling correction or your signature has been changed or anything. Just first see through your practice, and then accordingly you can make the changes. And it's not necessary that in any government official you have to change the name or the signature, because it is not very easy in India. And for everything you have to give a lot of documentation, which is a stringent process. So there are lots of ifs and buts to it. But yes, wherever you can apply the new system as per your signature analysis or your handwriting analysis, where the correction has been made, if you put into practice and if you start using it, automatically you see results.
Oh, quite a lot of heavy information that the listeners might have today. Going further, sir, is there any specific course or outline or any specific gurus or schools of thought that a person should undergo to get into this particular practice? And is it something that you need to practice it full time, or it can be done with your current profession? Why I'm asking this question? Today, many youths come up and they are curious to know about these ancient sciences which have been into place. There is a lot of curiosity as of now which is being generated in the youth stream, thanks to the digital revolution. Of course, to the digital revolution, that people are coming in touch with that aspect of knowledge. But still, I would say many are confused where exactly to go across. Like I have heard of certain gurukuls which exist and which impart this knowledge, but I would like to listen from you, sir, because somebody who has transformed himself from a corporate world to an acharya, and I'm sure the transformation has not been always easy. There needs to be a certain discipline, patience, a lot of dedication goes into it, a lot of understanding. So our listeners would definitely love to know the entire process and how they can also be part of this journey.
See, youngsters today, the commitment has to be there, the accountability has to be there, the responsibility has to be there. What I see the current scenario with the younger generation is the commitment is not there, the accountability is not there. They expect everything in miracles, which is not possible. So if your commitment is there to a certain amount of course, whatever you take up, he or she has to get engrossed into the situation and has to commit into such a situation where it's not necessary that he or she takes it up on a full-time base. It can be done on a part-time base. They can slowly and steadily establish their brand and image after doing certain amount of courses. They can spread across within their groups, within their contacts. Yes, I have done so and so course. You can just spread it across. You can explain. See, graphotherapy, it has got basic and advanced, which is almost 6 to 10 weeks of course. It all depends upon the practice. It all depends upon how you pick up the letters, how you write the strokes. Everything has to be seen minutely on a day-to-day basis by the mentor or the coach through whom you're learning. And accordingly, once you get into that serious mode, I think nothing is impossible. Because at least during our days, we didn't have any of our bosses to go and tell, please go and do this, please go and do that. At least we were self-motivated to get things done, and we had that self-starting mode on the motivational aspect. Yes, it is my prime responsibility to go get into the market, meet the doctor, ask him to prescribe the XYZ product, whatever the company has cascaded down. And then we used to seriously go and meet 10, 12 calls every day, come back, go and meet the dealer. At the end of the month, we have to see to it that we end up our targets. That was prime important. Otherwise, what will happen is you just keep on working on a monotonous mode, and if you don't broaden your vision aspects, then you're into a rut. That is how I feel.
Any specific course or any specific gurukul or any such practice would you like to advise our listeners, those who are listening to this show and want
There
to?
are a lot of good genuine graphotherapists, and they can go and learn with anybody who has got a brand, who's got an image, and who is really professional enough to teach XYZ persons. And I think
What's the ideal time to complete it?
See, basically, basic takes around about 4 weeks. Advanced
Okay,
takes around about 4 to 6 weeks. It all depends how fast is your grasping capacity.
Okay.
So that is how it is. But regular practice has to be there. Regular touch has to be there. Then only automatically you will have that energy. You will be having that intuition. You will be having that vibrations. Basically, in occult science, everything is related with your energy, with your intuition, with your vibrations. Experience has nothing to do with anything. It is all your flow of energy from the universe, flow of your intuitions, flow of your vibrations, which plays 100% role into any of the occult science courses. That is how my experience has been. Because since when people connect with me for healing modules, XYZ person, whoever she or he connects me, I get that vibration, I get that viability, I get that positive vibe. He or she has got this problem. And it's God gifted. Everybody doesn't have that kind of intuition. But of course, intuition plays a major role. So that is how one has to be.
So, listeners, you now had a slice of everything. What, say, healing does to your life, your lifestyle, what graphology does, how do you get into this particular stream of science, what knowledge that is impart. Acharyaji has been discussing it across in this podcast to all of us. What's the importance of this? How does it affect us?